So Joe and Sheila have arranged a $100,000 mortgage amortized over 25 years. So the interest rate is 9%, and then it says the monthly payment is this. So they already calculated the monthly payment for us. So he said, how much did you pay in interest over 25 years? So this is all we have to do. Get the monthly payment, times that by 12, which is 1 year, and times that by 25 years. That's how much you paid to the bank overall, right? But really, how much did you owe the bank? Only this much. So this is the interest. This is how much you actually end up paying, how much in interest you pay to the bank. Okay, and if you calculate this, look, you get this. Approximately. Well, you get this exactly. So look, you borrowed this much over 25 years. In interest, you gave more than how much you borrowed. So you paid this back, but on top of that, you had to give this much more. So now he says, how much did Joe and Sheila still owe at the end of year 10? So this part, it was not clear, but this is how the bank treats your money, okay? So you're going to be paying all these payments, right? They do your calculation, and the first payment, so actually the payment is 827.98. So this present value of this is 827.98 divided by 1 plus j, right? Right? That's the present value. That's actually how much it's worth today. Okay, but what they actually do is that when you pay for 10 years, right? They don't actually take out this amount from your $100,000. What they do is they actually go backwards. Okay, so they actually take this last payment, 827.98. 25 years was, what was it, 30? So what they do is actually they take away this much first. So can you calculate this for me? And let's calculate both of these. Let's compare. So this one here, this is actually worth, if you calculate the present value, you get $827.98. And this one here, it's only worth, the present value is only worth $91.66 or 67 cents approximately. So what the bank does, because they want you to, they want to make money first, okay? From the first payment you give, right, which is $827, right, and 98 cents. They only put this much towards you're actually paying off your $100,000, and keep the rest as an interest. Okay. So here, let's split this into. So this is equal to 91.67 plus. Okay. So what I'm saying here is that the banks, so you pay this much to the bank, right? This goes towards your principal. This is bank's money. It's interest.
So that 148 thing.
So when you give this much as your first payment, right? Only $91.67 goes towards, so after 1 month has passed by, right? You don't owe $100,000 anymore. You owe $100,000 minus $91.67, even though you gave the bank $827. So second payment is going to be like this. So second payment, 827.98, 1 plus j to the power of 299. This much is going to go towards the principal. The rest is going to go towards the interest. Yeah, a little bit less to the bank and a little bit more to you. So if you go back to part A, we said that when you borrow $100,000, right? You pay this much, right? So how? They do that by doing this. Okay? Why did I talk about this? Now after 10 years has passed by, this is how much you paid off the house. 827.98, 1 plus j to the power of 300. In 10 years, there are 120 months, right? So you count down 827.98 all the way to 827.98. So it's 181. Okay, I mean, think about it more simple, right? If you want only 1 year, right? You should be 300 all the way down to count to what number? 1 year. Should it be 288? Okay, let's make it even simpler. If it's 2 months, you only have to make 2 payments.
Yeah.
It's 300 and 299, right?
Oh, it's not 298.
It's not 298. That's what, it's exactly one more than what you think. Okay, this is what we have to add up now. So let's add this up. Okay, so let me actually factor out 827.98, 1 plus j to the power of 181. Okay, then what happens is the first one becomes just 1. The second one becomes just 1 plus j to the power of 2. And the last one becomes 1 plus j to the power of what? Okay, so this is how much goes towards your payment. Okay, so we can write 827.98. 1 plus j is, as I said, is 1.045 to the power 1 over 6. You gotta raise that to the power 181. This is 1 minus 1 over 1 plus j to the power of 120, all divided by 1 minus 1 over 1 plus j. Okay, so that's what we have to calculate on the calculator. So 1 plus j, remember, is equal to 1.045 to the power of 1 over 6. So that's equal to, 1 plus j to the power of negative 120, right? So you plug it in here, you get negative 20. Okay, so we can simplify this a little bit by multiplying the top and bottom by 1.045. Very similar technique. This always happens. Multiply to the bottom, we get 0.045. Multiply to the top, I get just 1.045. Okay, look. I have 181 here, right? 181 of 1.045. Sorry, I made a mistake. It's 1.045 to the power of 1 over 6. Right? This should be power of 1 over 6. 1 over 6. So actually you don't get that. You get at the bottom here 1.045 to the power 1 over 6 minus 1. This is also 1 over 6. So what I was trying to do here is subtract these two. Okay, and then we get 827.98. The bottom here becomes 1.045 to the power of 180. Okay, so if you don't understand why it's 180, let's let that be A, okay? Just plain A. A to the power 181, right? This would also be A, isn't it? So how do you simplify that?
No, but that's A to the power of 1.
No, it's not. I said this whole thing is A.
Oh.
To the power 1 over 6.
Oh.
This is also A then. Okay, so then you get A to the power 181 minus 1 at the bottom. So that's what we have. Now that's easier to punch in. So let's punch that in. Actually, let me simplify this 1 over 6 with 180. That gives you 30 exactly, right?
7.498.
So I get this 17574.78 approximately. So after 10 years, right? You borrow $100,000, okay? You only pay back $17,000 and $574.78.
So how much do they owe?
How much do they owe? They borrow this much.
Oh, but isn't the interest also part of it?
So they borrow this much. After 10 years on their current payment, right? They only pay back this much. So if you keep going, it'll still end up paying back really slow, right? But if you have the money at this point, let's say you made a lot of money, you can pay back the rest in cash, and you only have to give the difference between this and this. If you don't have the money, you keep doing this, and it'll just drag on for 20 years or 25 years. After 10 years, we still owe 82,425.52. $425.